What's a luxury you'll never give up? I grew up in a pretty poor family. My parents were both immigrants and worked long hours to support me and my siblings. They were the type of parents who would rather go hungry than see their kids without food. I remember my dad would always give me his jacket when it was cold, even though he didn't have another one. My mom would make sure we had enough to eat, even if it meant she went without. They worked hard to give us a better life, and I will always be grateful for that. When I was 16, I got my first job at a fast food restaurant. I worked hard and saved up enough money to buy my first car. It was a beat-up old thing, but it was mine. I was so proud of it. I remember driving it home and showing it to my parents. They were so happy for me. My dad even took it for a spin around the block. A few years later, I got a better job and was able to buy a nicer car. I gave my old car to my dad. He was so happy. He drove that car everywhere. It was his pride and joy. A few years ago, my dad passed away. I was devastated. I missed him so much. A few months after he passed, I was going through his things and I found the keys to my old car. I went out to the garage and there it was. It was covered in dust, but it was still there. I got in and started it up. It still ran. I drove it around the block and it brought back so many memories. I decided to keep the car. I cleaned it up and got it running like new. I drive it every now and then, and it always makes me think of my dad. That car is a luxury I'll never give up.